Welcome back again to Cowboys coverage. After an excellent win here on Monday Night Football, the Cowboys beat the Eagles 41-21 here at home in Dak Prescott's first game back at AT&T Stadium after his injury last season, and he looked great. He had 3 touchdowns in the game, and it was a great win all around. The offense, the defense, it was really, really a great performance by everyone. A great effort, and really, really good win. So the Cowboys, with that win over the Eagles, all the rest of our rivals lost this week, so the Cowboys are now in sole possession of first place in the NFC East with a 2-1 record. They'll take on the undefeated Panthers team next week, next Sunday. But a great win tonight, and really with a shorthanded team, especially defensively, it was really a great effort. Really happy to see it, and I'm going to go ahead and break down the win next, and let's get going. Alright, so really a great performance all around. I want to start with the offense. The running backs, again, they showed out early. They really ran well. They really wore out the Eagles' defense pretty early. It opened up the passing game. Dak played great. But yeah, you really got to hand it to the running backs. Tony Pollard had some really explosive runs. Zeke, though, he was my player of the game. He was a workhorse. I think he got near 100 yards. I'll have to check that to be sure. But 2 touchdowns. Really a great game for him, as he's really starting to get back on track after that slow start in week 1. But you know, it's great to see Zeke doing well, and just an excellent game by him and Tony Pollard. And the offensive line, you got to give them some credit too. It was really a solid game. La'el Collins gone. It's a big hole to fill. Terrence Steele, well, not perfect, has really done that. He's improved greatly since last season, and that's really something that I'm happy to see from him, developing into a really solid swing tackle. So for the rest of the line, Martin, great. Beatis had some trouble against Javon Hargrave, really good for the Eagles tonight. Beatis he's struggled a bit so far. He's still young, but I hope that he can find his footing. Connor Williams, 3 holding penalties. 2 of them I think were a little bit nitpicky, but it's a bit too much for him. Tyron Smith, as always, pretty solid. So really a good performance by the line. The wide receivers, they won't exactly fill up your fantasy points, but Amari Cooper, some solid catches. Same for CeeDee Lamb, had that one great deep grab at the beginning of the game, almost a touchdown. Cedric Wilson did have that touchdown to really put the game away. An incredible job with getting his feet down, that toe tap. Really good game for Cedric Wilson, but the offense all around was great. Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin, some crucial catches on 3rd downs. Dalton Schultz had that great one where he juked about 4 defenders to get to the end zone. Really a good performance by both of them. Really a 2-headed monster at both tight end and running back. Wide receiver hits 3, especially once we get Gallup back. So really a great performance. The offense was on fire today. The Eagles had no answers. And as for our defense, they were excellent. They were down a lot of key players today. 4 starters: Carlos Watkins, Donovan Wilson, Dorrance Armstrong was also out, along with Keanu Neal. And that's really a lot of players to go down because of COVID and because of injuries. Of course, DeMarcus Lawrence on an injured reserve. It was nice to get Gregory back. He had some pretty solid pressures. No sacks, but he really made a difference. Same thing with Micah Parsons. I think he may have had 1 sack, but he looked great. Drew a holding call against Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson had 2 holding calls late in the game. He held Gregory and Micah Parsons. So really a good offensive line. They had quite a few injuries, and either way, though, the Cowboys' defense took advantage. The pass rush was the best it's been all season. Oso Odigizua had 2 great pressures, had 1 sack, Trying to think who else. It was really just a solid showing overall by the linemen, and really exciting to see the pressure. And I just also wanted to shout out all the linebackers. Keanu Neal gone, Micah Parsons obviously was great rushing the passer, but Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith both really stepped up. They're starting to kind of find their role again, and they really had a chance to, be the starters full time tonight, and they played well. Definitely, good to see them doing well and just trying to get, starting to get back on track. You know, they're great players, and I hope they can really find their footing. And Jerron Curse, the strong safety filling in for Donovan Wilson, he played like a linebacker. Again, he had some great tackles, good pressure. Not quite the game he had last week, but really exciting to see him. Good um, depth option piece behind Donovan Wilson. Hopefully we'll get him back next week. But Jerron Curse, he was really, really impressive. Malik Hooker made a couple of plays. DeMonte Casey was alright. And the defensive backs, let's start with Trevon Diggs, that incredible pick six. He's now has an interception in every game this season, as he is really turning into a young stud at cornerback. Really a rising star at that position, and I can't wait to see what he can continue to do. Number 7, he's, really, really taken a jump in his sophomore year, and it's just great to see him playing well. I liked him last year. He really showed some flashes, but he's just becoming more and more consistent, especially with the turnovers. He had a lot last year that could have been interceptions. This year he's coming up with them. He's not letting any of them go through his hands. Anthony Brown had that one interception early that really set the tone, so that was good to see him get a good play. Jordan Lewis, he struggled though in coverage. There were a couple of times he just looked a bit lost. Hopefully he can bounce back. Again, he didn't give up anything too terrible, but there's definitely some that he could have made the play on. He just looked a little bit confused. The Cowboys, it was a great win, but yeah, he definitely does need to work on that a little bit. Reese Kennedy, again, bit inconsistent, and I think that's going to be really the main piece, the secondary. If they can hold up, Trevon Diggs, man, those pass breakups too, he was excellent against both Rager and Devontae Smith, shutting them down. And if the coverage can continue to be good and the pass rush can get some pressure, especially against a mobile quarterback like Jalen Hurts, it was really, really great to see.